What's going on, investors? My name is Dayo. Welcome to Frunkla Investment. So Bionano Genomics just announced a new partnership, strategic partnership, and I want to explain that to you guys in this video because Bngo has been doing something strategically. Bionano Genomics, they are selling themselves out there as a company that manufactures a tool that is used for research purpose only. Okay, but the thing is, they are trying to turn their tool, the Saphyr device, into a not only research purpose only but also a diagnostic tool. Okay, now let's check this out. But before we continue, at the end of this video, if you find this content informative, consider subscribing if you want to learn more about Bionano Genomics, because that is what we talk about on this channel on a daily basis. Let's get to it. Now, if you go to Bionano Genomics website, you can easily tell that they are not advertising themselves as a diagnostic tool company. Okay, you guys can see discovery research, clinical research. Then if you go down, you can see that at the bottom of their website, they even state it there that Bionano Genomics all rights reserved for research use only, not for use in diagnostic procedures. They made it very clear at the bottom of their website that their tool, the Saphyr device, the Iris device, whatever, is not for diagnostic procedures. It is strictly for research use only. Now, another place where you can find Bionano Genomics talking about research use only is anytime you see their press release, anytime you see an article from them, you can see, if you go to their about Bionano Genomics, they always put it there. Okay, Bionano Saphyr system is a research use only platform, okay, for ultra sensitive and ultra specific structural variation detection that enables researchers and clinicians to accelerate the search for new diagnostic and therapeutic targets and to streamline the study of changes in chromosomes, which is known as cytogenetics. Okay, now another place where you can find Bionano Genomics stating clearly that the Saphyr device is for research use only is on the user manual of the Saphyr device. Okay, you just have to search for your research use only, and then you can find tons of information for research use only, not for use in diagnostic procedure, and so on. It goes on and on and on. Okay, now if you go up a little bit, let's go back to the beginning of this page. I want to show you guys the first part where they state that where is it? I'm going to find it in a second. Okay, if you go to the legal notice, you can see, if you go to the legal notice, you can see for research use only, not for use. I mean, they have stated it clearly, several times that Saphyr device is for research use only. But one thing about this video is, what I'm trying to, the point I'm trying to make in this video is that Bionano Genomics has been strategically turning the Saphyr device into a diagnostic use. They are just not stating it, okay, because it is illegal for them to say that the Saphyr device can also be used for diagnostic procedures, but they are strategic. That's what they are doing strategically. Let's check it out. Now, if you go to bionanogenomics.com, all you have to do is you go to the product and services, then you go to certified service providers. Okay, come here, go to certified service providers, and then you can see these laboratories out there. Praxis Genomics, for example, in this laboratory they are using Illumina for sequencing, and they are using Bionano Genomics for optical genome mapping of DNA for structural variation. So Praxis Genomics is a perfect example of how Bionano Genomics is strategically using the Saphyr device for diagnostic use. Okay, now Bionano Genomics, not only Praxis Genomics, they have tons of laboratories out there, and right now they have a lot of universities as well, and even the largest university hospital in Belgium, in Canada, using the Saphyr device not for only research purpose but for diagnostic purpose as well. Okay, they need to update this website because it is out of date in my opinion. Now the thing is, Bionano Genomics, last week they announced a new partnership, and that is what this video is more or less about as well. Let's check it out. So this press release dropped September 7th of this month, and the title says NuProbe Global adopts Bionano Saphyr system to develop products in reproductive health and oncology applications. And you guys can say that, okay, this is going to be used for research purpose as well, or it's going to be used for diagnosis purpose as well, or whatever. But the thing is, Bionano Genomics is going out there and they are using, strategically, they are making sure the Saphyr device is being used out there for diagnostic purpose, because that is where the money is. NuProbe Global is a Chinese company. Of course, they also have, their office in USA, I believe in some other countries as well. And if you guys are wondering what exactly is NuProbe up to, they develop a technology that helps to zoom in low frequency variants with single base resolution. So what they do in NuProbe is they are trying to get into the optical genome mapping market as well. And the best manufacturer of or the best platform is the Saphyr platform. So that's why they are partnering with Bionano Genomics. So right now, Bionano Genomics is more or less into low frequency resolution, single base variant detection. But right now, Bionano Genomics is more or less also, if you are for example, if you are a researcher out there, and you want to detect, you need a service that is going to help you to detect something that appears in the low resolution and in the upper resolution. If you need something that can combine these two together so that you can find what you are looking for, NuProbe, for example, is the best place to go to. This laboratory out there, or company, or how do we put it, is the best place to go to. They are going to help you to detect what is happening in the lower resolution of the DNA and what is happening at the top part of the DNA, just like Praxis Genomics is doing, using Illumina to detect low frequency, low resolution, to detect whatever is going on at the lower base of a DNA, and then they are using Bionano Genomics to detect what is happening at the upper base. NuProbe is also doing the same thing, and I believe NuProbe is not only using Illumina, they are using different kind of technologies out there, and then they have developed their own technology as well in combination with Bionano Genomics. This is going to be a very, very powerful tool. I'm trying to explain this to you guys, but it's not really easy for me to explain. But what I'm trying to say is Bionano Genomics is a single molecule optical genome mapping system that can detect structural variation and provide breakpoint information of DNA fusions at a resolution of 5K. Okay, now NuProbe, for example, now when you combine Bionano Genomics with NuProbe QA-seq technology, what you obtain is accurate DNA breakpoint location information, thus facilitating the research in gene fusion. So now you can find out what is going on at the lower base, and then you can find out what is going on at the upper base, combining these two technologies together. And that, in my opinion, is a very, very good news, which is indicating to somebody, for example, like Akinvest CEO, that is saying that Bionano Genomics is optical genome mapping. Now we have some companies out there that are combining Bionano Genomics technology with other sequencing technologies, because Bionano Genomics is very good at what they do in the optical genome mapping market, and then Illumina, for example, is very good at what they do at the sequencing. Whenever it comes to lower base sequencing, Illumina is super good in this market as well. And of course, we have some companies out there that are also using Bngo in combination with Bionano Genomics. So NuProbe is another one out there that is combining Bngo technology with their own in-house inbuilt technology. They call it BDA technology or something like that. And let's take a look at what Dr. Eric has to say about this. He said, I quote, "Saphyr is the leading platform capable of detecting structural variants present at low fraction in complex cancer samples." End quote. He continues, he said, NuProbe's technology allows for detection of low, abundance point mutations. Combined, they can provide researchers and clinicians with a more complete picture of the mutational burden of a tumor sample that any technology can by itself. We are excited to see how this combination of our technologies' strengths can allow NuProbe to develop a potentially superior product for genome analysis in reproductive health and oncology. And you guys know that for the third quarter of this year, Bionano Genomics, they are focused on prenatal and postnatal and so on and so forth, pediatric. That's what they are focused on, prenatal and pediatric, for the third quarter of this year. So in my opinion, when you talk about oncology, reproductive health and oncology, they are more or less still in line with what they are planning to do, their targets for the third quarter of this year. Now, let's take a look at what the CEO of NuProbe has to say about this beautiful partnership. He said, I quote, currently in both reproductive health and oncology, some variants cannot be detected by next generation sequencing, such as structural variants greater than 1 kb, and some gene fusions are under detected. Let me move this thing a little bit to the side. Are under detected, and said the CEO of NuProbe. And he continues, he said, Bionano Saphyr system is a transformative cytogenetic technology that we have evaluated as a powerful complement to existing NGS technologies. Combined with our QA-Sec and BDA technologies, it can effectively help clinicians to identify the location and causes of disease. So this is a wonderful thing for Bionano Genomics. They are trying their best to turn Bionano Genomics Saphyr device, not only into a research purpose only tool, but also into a diagnostic tool. Because if NuProbe, for example, come up with a kind of assay or whatever, they come up with a kind of program that they can sell to researchers or clinicians, then clinicians, for example, can use this technology to access the lower part of DNA, the lower base pairs, and they can use it also to access the upper base pair, from 5k and above 5 kb. Anything that is greater than 1 kb, Bionano Genomics, like the CEO said right here, detected currently in blah 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 variants cannot be detected by NGS such as structural variations greater than 1 kb. So that's where Bionano Genomics, for example, comes in. Anything that is greater than 1 kb, NuProbe can use Bngo technology in combination with their own to detect whatever is going on below 1 kb. So this, in my opinion, is a wonderful development and partnership. I mean, I could talk a lot more about NuProbe, but I believe for now this is all we have to know about this. I believe the CEO is still going to tell us more about it during the third quarter earnings call, which I believe is going to happen perhaps next month or in 1.5 months maximum. So we just have to wait and see. I remember if you guys are new on this channel and you want to subscribe, you want to learn more about this, just let me know. Feel free to subscribe and let me know in the comment section if you want to learn more about this. I can still put together another video to tell you guys about NuProbe, for example. So have a wonderful day, guys. I remain your boy Dayo. This is Frunkla Investment. Ciao.